Did you know that Evia actually means the land of cattle? And there aren't that many cows on the island anymore, but there is a lot of lamb. And that's what I'm cooking today in a wonderful dish called Kapama. I'm using boneless leg of lamb for this. The first step is to brown the lamb. And I just want to make sure my oil should be hot. You want to hear it. We want to get really good color on this. Kapama, it's really nothing more than a tomato-based meat stew, but it usually has some spice. I wanted to cook it kind of as a homage to the island of Evia because there is such a strong shepherding tradition there. This is exactly at the point where I'm ready to add the onions. It's nice and brown. These are going right in. They just need to be stirred around for a few minutes to soften. Now that this is beautifully browned and the onions are nice and soft, put a little bit of salt in there and a touch of black pepper. And I'm just about ready to deglaze it with the brandy. Want to do this a little carefully. Do not put your face over the pot. I like that kind of bittersweet undertone that brandy imparts. I'm just gonna add my spices to this. Some allspice berries, the cinnamon stick, the bay leaves, and the bukovo, Greek hot pepper flakes. Tomatoes, the basic ingredient besides the meat in kapama. It's going right in. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, enough to barely cover the meat. Cover it. And as I like to say, let the food work for me. It smells amazing. Oh yeah, it is perfect. Exactly at that point where the meat is so tender I can cut right through it with a wooden spoon. I'm about to add the figs. These are really well known and they're famous because of their white color. They're kind of a classic Greek ingredient. These are going right into the pot. And the next thing I'm going to add to this are these giant green olives. These are actually also a really well-known agricultural product from the island of Evia, and we call them heroes olives because they're so big. These are going right into the pot. And last but not least, just a little bit of parsley to brighten this up even more. The moment of truth. Time to serve this. While the lamb was cooking, I just made some plain rice. I seasoned it with krokos Kozanis, which is Greek saffron. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to dig into this. First of all, the lamb just melts in your mouth. It's so tender, but it's also absorbed everything that's going on in here. The brininess of the olives, the sweetness of the figs, and I even get a little bit of the brandy that went in here. And I'm drinking a syrah from the island of Evia. This is a good match. A lot of the same spiciness, the same undertones that the kapama has. Very nice, round, long aftertaste. And it's a really nice match for this kapama. Isihian.